Well, good evening and welcome back to Manipur. Last session was pretty brutal and pretty brilliant. I am so ecstatic that I have finally managed to crush Ayutthaya. But this is just one crushing and there's only so much I can take from them. So perhaps they are not truly crushed. Which is exactly why we are sitting on them, and we are going to be sitting on them for as long as we can. Now we are tanking a whole heap of coal for pizza right now, and we are probably going to be tanking much more, but I have a cunning plan in relation to all of this. A lot of my war score is coming from actually Dai Viet's occupation of Ayutthaya's capital. I got a thing or two to deal with that, or so I hope. Whilst we wait for all that though, I'm going to need some form of transport, so I'm going to build up a couple of cogs with what little money I have. We are only barely making a profit here, and I think that's even coming from war reparations that we're getting out of Ning. Oh yeah, as usual, let me know if the audio and the visuals are okay, because hey, I'm jumping around a fair bit, heavens knows what's up with it. Otherwise, I'm glad we're keeping it on speed 2, because I'm not 100% sure how things are going to go here. In fact, before I unpause, I should start thinking about my options here. I don't want to take the gas off of Ayutthaya anytime soon. I know they have a little army left here. I really hope that Pasai destroys it, so it's not extra war score for me. And then Pasai will occupy everything they have around here, and everything will be happy. Well, for them at least. So I need to be able to pull back my army at some point, because we have other fronts we're going to have to deal with. Kashar exists, and they shouldn't be allowed to exist. That is going to change in 94. Dali exists. They shouldn't be allowed to exist. That will change in about 5 years. Bengal exist. They should not be allowed to exist. That will change in a couple of years. Well, I hope so. They appear to be losing to Vijayanagar from what I can see. The battles seem to result in status quo, but it's Bengal versus many. And Bengal are not... No, actually Bengal have 2 hefty amounts of condottieri, whereas Vijayanagar only have the fairly useless Andhra units. Music is a touch quiet, but otherwise good. Okay, I've been hearing a lot that the music has been too loud lately, but what do I know? And bump that up just a little touch and see how it goes. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to sit back and wait for Ayutthaya's units to completely die. I'm going to hope that Dai Viet pieces out, and I'm going to try and piece my nation back together ever so slightly. I would also like to bring the warring onwards to Chi, but I have to consider the fact that my aggressive expansion is pretty high around here. Changsheng, Ning, Chi, even Korea's feeling quite a bit of it, and of course there's Liang, who I'm sure would love nothing more than to just hammer down on me. Okay, I need to get these conversions going as best I can, hopefully in places that aren't going to result in even more separatists for me. But yeah, hopefully I get Yunnan done soon as well. Music is only too loud if you don't have the patrician tastes for it. Amen to that. What is Lana doing down here? Okay, Luna is also at war with Pasai. Okay, and there go the Dai Vietnamese, always going on a rampage for me, for better or for worse. I need to get my war score down below 66%, and for that I really want Dai Viet out of this war. Their war enthusiasm is really good thanks to that enormous war score that we have. I would want Korea out as well. Basically I just want my allies out, so it's me and Ayutthaya and a few others. That would make me happy. Until then I'm going to be tanking quite the bit of call for peace. But that's okay, it's all worth it if it crushes Ayutthaya. Speaking of Ayutthaya getting crushed, what are they doing heading up north? Where could they even go? I mean, they could, sure, go over to Tuklamo. Well, in that case, maybe we should have some units over there. Potentially even with a general. Because I think that's about the only place they can run to right now. Unless they have other allies. Well, they might run to the allied land of Lana. I really don't want to chase them down, but perhaps needs must. Whew. Did Jake suffer Ming implosion? No, it was suffering alright. Okay, you've let Ayutthaya claw their way back there, and that's not great. Maybe they want to go over here, it's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell. Okay, that's exactly what's going on. Alright, I have no real problem with rebels rising up in Ayutthaya, especially if they siege back certain areas. But I do have a problem with Ayutthaya having an army, so I'm going to have to deal with that. Even if it gives me some war score, which I don't particularly like. Oh, then again, if he sieges up Pegu for me, then that's lovely. Doesn't seem like he's going for that, he's going for heavens knows what. Well, might as well put the fear of God into him. Unless he's going for my mothballed forts in the north. Boy, would that be a pain. Okay, well I know he's not coming here at the very least, so with the exception of one unit that I have here. Damn, I don't actually know which unit of mine it is. It's probably the 6th army. So if I leave behind the 6th army and the rest of you can just go back to doing what you do best. And damn right, it's still mine. Right, Diviet is on the task force there. Coward, just running away like this. And boy is he running. Well, to the jungle with you, but down you go. Ah, Diviet. Thanks, buddy. Right, here's hoping I just stomp out the last of the Ayutthayans for good. Unfortunately, my units that were over here were acted as a choke, or a choker against the other units that were coming along. This is unfortunate because it's going to give me even more war score from these battles. Much as I don't like spending my admin like this, I need to... Ouch, need to get savagely burned on my units here. Alright, well I'm going to take my mercenaries and bunch them together because I've been paying through the nose for them lately. I'm going to try and stack wipe them and just make my way down. Alright, good. Bengal continues to fall. Whoever you are, Anam, you wish to give me some free units. It's hard for me to say no to free units, but you might actually just work against me here. And again, it's pretty hard to say no to free units. Maybe they would attach to you and be alright, but what I don't want is them sieging up land. But it's so hard to say no to free units. I mean, if I get jumped by someone like Liang right now, which I doubt I would since they are all diplomatic in that. And again, they do have cores on me, and I don't want that. Okay, yeah. Poor Ayutthaya. Right, that's good. That's a low level of war score that I can get behind. Alright, if he wants to go up to Chiang Mai, all the better for me to destroy him with. Cheeky bugger. But if he wants to run there, then that's fine. Just a little bit until he's locked and say hello to pain. Shame about the whole river crossing into jungle, but this should hopefully be all I need to utterly slaughter him. Oh well, that was easy. But I can't have him keep doing this, I need to block him off. But very soon he won't have anything left to push back at me with. I was hoping that Diviet would peace out. I even gave them loads of land that they could potentially take with it. So much I want to bring down. Again, mercs just crunch together because I should be able to make a proper standing army these days. Saves me a nice dollop of dosh as well. Jake, there's a low hum in the background at all times. Is it your mic? quite possibly. I mean, I haven't really changed my microphone setup at all. But my computer is right next to me here. Ayutthaya and Conquest of Pegu. Dai Viet is out. And they did not take my subject's cores, and they pushed me down to a reasonably low 62%. And their armies are dead, and I don't have to worry about more of them. Thank you so much, Dai Viet. I hope that we don't really hate each other over this. Great, I couldn't have asked much better. I just hope that the Koreans get out of my face as well. Alright, so the Annams have come out and attached to me. I'm going to get them to stand over here in Ayutthaya, actually, since they can't actually do any harm there. And the rest of us need to go and occupy. If you go there, you go there, you... Ah, okay, they wouldn't peace out until they got to Kamua or whatever it was. Nice. You're a regular, so I kind of want you back home-ish. And then I want all of this taken care of. Once these forts are gone, I'm going to detach a few units here that can just sit around. And then everything will be okay. Happy bloody days. Okay, even better, that's Korea out. I need these two under siege, so one of you will be dealing with that, and I need one more right here. Great. Call for pizza is going to be gone in a moment's notice. Jake, please give a shout out to DDY. I have no idea what a DDY is, so no. Dai Viet no longer considers Dali a rival. Hopefully they don't start considering me a rival. Can't wait to show my superiority against Dali, although I want to show it to La Na as well. Trouble is, La Na have some big heavy-hitting friends now. So goodbye, call for pizza. Would be nice to say goodbye to war exhaustion as well, but not quite yet. Once this fort falls for Pasai, I'll be able to move around quite freely down there as well. And by I can, I mean maybe a fine selection of mercenary scum could. I should probably have them stand guard here for such an occasion. Because yeah, once that goes down, I am just spreading out around there. Which means the rest of you can go up north and report for duty, because we never know when some of our enemies are suddenly going to launch condottieri or even a full-on offensive in my face. Okay, actually, knowing that you have attached to them like this... Wait, what is... oh, shoot. I need you right there then to prevent these from being retaken. You're actually probably going to have to retake this then. Yeah, I forgot there was a fort there. Here I was just thinking about it from a capital perspective. Fortunately, we get it just in time, because damn, I'm good at planning. We'll just keep our regular... Alright, trust me, everything's under control. Never has a situation not been under control. However, that war score is going up thanks to Pegu. Which I should say no thanks to Pegu. I would like to actually lose out in some way here. Because I have too much war score. Best way I could do that is to actually lose Pegu. So once I've got this boat ready, I'll probably see to that. Okay, I've got it sorted. Dali no longer considers Lana a rival. Lana is getting crushed by Brunei, which is the best thing I could wake up to. And also all the forts are down. So I need to get my units into position where they are around the forts. That should do, but I will probably need actually somebody in Johor as well. Well, no, you're going to take Johor, aren't you? I mean, if you're going to take anything, it's going to be this and these and maybe that fort as well. Which means it's probably better for somebody to be here, since you'll be free from the zone of control. This is under the assumption that Ayutthaya even gets that back, so you'll be able to go dip, and then take whatever else. Somebody will need to be on Selangor though, just in case. This seems to cover all bases except you're going to Johor, where I want you over on Selangor. This is all part of Operation Destroy Ayutthaya. It's quite a complex one. Now I love Korea. I'm the younger one though, so I'll be having a marriage here. Good. Don't know why I'm building up a spy network on you, it is unnecessary. You, however, I will be having my claim on Pwa. And then I'm going to start thinking about Shan. Hell, I'm always thinking about Shan. Why do you want the war to take so long, Jake? With Ayutthaya crushed like... Ooh, didn't see that coming now, did I? With Ayutthaya crushed like this... Good thing they're mercenary scum. It means I don't have to worry about him. Period. He's not going to suddenly jump into my other wars and do horrible things to me. Which is a very real concern. Oh, hello, 66%. But that's alright, once I get my boats out. And truthfully, I don't actually need these anymore. They were just a backup in case I needed to sail around the zone of control here. Turns out I do not. Ning and Chi, that truce is up. That's all the more reason that I should go and stomp down on Chi, but Liang could well just turn around and go, hey Chi, do you want 50 gorillion condottieri? I still have to tread carefully around all these Chinese. Shang I would love to bring down to their knees, but that is not happening when they have such a laundry list of allies and so few enemies. What I really need are Liang and Ning to go at each other. Does Call for Pizza ticking up reset once you go below 66 war score, Jake? Yes, it does. And trust me, I am getting on that. So I got my allies attached to me here, which means I don't really need you folks there. I want you all together onto a fairly larger stack. That's taken care of. You guys are sitting there with no clue. And you guys can... Well, Highlands, I don't even know. Just find yourself a nice home. And down here, everything is taken care of. Everything. It's quite nice, actually. And we're making money. What a wonderful time it is. Let's change that. Let's get rid of this corruption that we've built up. It's going to cost some money, but not all of it. Whew. I'm so relieved at all this. I really do want to crush Bengal though, and it's just a year away. Seems like they're losing out big time, and Timmy won't join them in with that enormous amount of debt they got. Courtesy of the Ottomans, thanks a lot Ottomans. Really, if there's anything I should be fabricating on, it would be, oh, I've already got those claims. Isn't that a happy coincidence? I really want Bengal Delta and Chittagong. I want so much more control over the Bengal trade node. I've been robbed of it thanks to blockades and occupations. Alright, speaking of which, we've got you. Let's try and get you away. Now, just to be clear, I have nobody else in this war. It's just Nepal and my subject. Well, just my subjects and those condottieri that I have very thoughtfully hired. I feel like I have more mercs than I really need. Then again, better to have them and no, I need you to not be there. Well, I missed out on that. I should not have let you wander away there. That's okay, I can cancel that condottieri once the time is up. Truthfully, I want to use them over here. I do not want you sieging. Right, these guys are all in position for everything I need them to do. Hopefully this is enough to take down Bengal. And if Bengal do get condottieri, at least they'll be enemy of Vijayanagar and friends too. But that won't be easy. Vijayanagar is undeniably winning this battle, but Bengal are tenacious. Don't forget Kashar, Jake. It'll be a while. That truce is long. It's not till 94. So we've got 9 whole years of that to look forward to. Nice and quiet, just how I likes it. Okay, I really, really want you to attach to me there, Anam, and not, you know, go and do your own thing. So, Call of Peace is back, my favourite. It's making me a little unpopular here. But a lot of that I'm getting from this here, 20 of it in fact, from my occupation of Pegu. Now I should really think about how to turn that around, and there is certainly ways to do that. By the way, tell me, Nepal, how's that war exhaustion? You're going to pay it down slowly but surely, I'm sure. This is nice though, because Brunei is now slaughtering Lana. And who knows, they might force Lana to give up their alliances. If they do, I'm going to jump on Lana like nothing you've ever seen. I have reconquering to do. There are so many people that I want to take down, but there are some barriers to that for sure. I also want to recruit a proper standing army for the first time in ever. There's a lot of things I want. I know I can't have them all, but I still want them. Well, if I'm looking towards crushing Bengal, I should get that army up and on the go. Alright, no, I'm losing my train of thought here though. Pegu needs to go down good and proper. But the trouble is I don't have any enemies to take it down, so what I should be doing is making myself some enemies. The merchant guilds don't really like me all that much. What I need to do is make them hate me more. Unfortunately, I can't ask for a contribution right now, but I could always pull them away from certain high development provinces. I'd have to pull them away from both of those, but where else are they? Well, they've got this province. I'm not sure if I want them in Pagan. I mean, sure, I like the whole lots of things you give me, but maybe I should just be taking you away from here. Drops influence, drops their land, and now when I pull them away from Pegu, they're going to be less than happy about that, I imagine. Okay. What a revolt. Now, let's just hope nobody goes in and kills them for me, because I would be less than amused. Doesn't the Truce of Lana run out soon? Yes, but they have too many friends for me to really take on right now. Let's keep unifying our country here. This is where a lot of our strength is coming from. Religious ideas, how I love you so. And whatever you do, Nepal, don't you live up to your Prussia of India now of all times. Jake, could you sow an institution spread? People ask for this quite often, so I might as well. The Renaissance. It's almost met from where it came in the east, the west rather. Colonialism, so-so. Printing press, what is a printing press? We'll have to find out what a printing press is eventually. So with Pegu down, crunch. Crunch, I say. There we go. We lost a lot of war score because we do not control Pegu. So, for that reason, I hope the Manipur particularists run over here and I just give them a face full. What isn't so nice is that now the merchant guilds are really quite unhappy. I'm tempted to just do this, so I really rather think I will. I want to keep them on my good side since I need to be making money right now. I'll destroy the particularists when they come and play with me. I mean, they're unled. They can come and play with me in the jungle, and then everything will be okay. Rebel import strats, of course. Dr. Afdish says, I don't get his strats at all. Okay, let's play the game of what if. What if I peace out with Ayutthaya? I'll take some land and I'll break them up from some other people. I'm not going to break truce with them because the aggressive expansion would murder me. But even if I broke all of their treaties, in 10 years they'd be able to get them back, and that's assuming they don't get other ones. So currently they are allied with Lana and Changsheng. What's to stop them allying, say, Ning or Liang? Then when I want to come to for round 2, or if I fight someone else, Ayutthaya will be getting on my case. So I want to keep Ayutthaya locked in perpetual war. Remember, this is a war they declared on me to take Pegu from me. So I make sure that my war score is low enough that I don't get call for peace, and I just sit on them. I keep only a token force on these forts, because that way it won't get sieged and it doesn't really cost me anything. Although I would rather have a merc there than a regular, I tell you that much. So I'll do the little shake here. Pasai is going to strip some land away from Ayutthaya. That's only good news for me, unless Pasai and I come into some disagreements later down the line. Come to think of it, we should probably improve relations to prevent that from being the case. Wouldn't mind building up a spy network with Bengal as well, so that I am ready for them. I want to declare war on them, but I do fear a little bit. Because it just takes, let's say, Lana giving a whole load of condottieri for that to go extremely south. Also, I should see what Brunei do to... Oh, well, isn't this lovely? I just really have to hope that my subjects don't go running off there. Bhutan, Nepal, and Langshan are all attached to me. This is good. Haha, goodbye, particularists. Don't even have to do anything with you. Whew. Jake, you devious evil genius, take my energy, son of you, for Satan himself, Wissington. This isn't something I should ever have to say, but Wissington is not my father. Alright, truce with Lanai is done and done. You have to take a pretty wacky route down there because Ayutthaya's fort here still does exert zone of control because I'm not taking it. Thankfully the area is just wide enough for me to squeeze on through. This ain't so hot though. I really wanted Brunei to win and crush Lana. Interestingly enough, I could pull Dai Viet into such a war. I don't fear the Changsheng, but the Ning is still a crafty opponent. A crafty opponent who is not about to break their alliance, much as I wish they would. Changsheng, on the other hand? Changsheng would. That way it's only myself versus Lana and Ning, and of course their other friends. And I have a lot to reconquer from you. Ning I do not fear if Dai Viet are at my side. I do fear Liang Condottieri, but Liang hates Ning. So if anything, it helps me that Ning join in. And Dai Viet should be damn happy that I brought them into this delicious war. Okay, well, I'm thinking that Changsheng are about to not have an alliance with La Na anymore. Also, if Ning are so horribly in debt, they probably won't be able to fight as hard as they wish they could. Hell, I could even promise you some land. I wouldn't give you some land, but I could promise it. And it would certainly be the reconquest of these 4 provinces. I really want Ava. I mean, you have no idea how much I want Ava. But I would be stripping Lana. Actually, since Lana is involved in this... Oh, God, Lana is getting ripped apart here by Brunei and Pasai. Oh, I'm excited about bringing down Lana. Okay, it must happen. Gonna need some free... Nah, actually returning you. This diplomat should return home fairly quickly. So yeah, Lana, Changsheng, they're not gonna be friends anymore. Just gotta be absolutely sure here though, because it gets me a truce between myself and Changsheng. Yeah, wouldn't give it up on you. Alright, well, great. Hope you like dying, Lana, because you're about to get it. We're not particularly prepared for this, mind. Like a lot of my units are, shall we say, a little busy here. Actually, come to think of it, the enemy's numbers are a little scary, aren't they? And if they just peace out, well, okay, I have Dai Viet on my side, so I have less to fear than do most governors. And I got some pretty decent leadership here. He has Tech 14, which is a little scary, but I have Tech 13. Infantry fire is just a little bit scary, but he's got fat cavalry. Actually, you know what? Morale is my main dish here, so we'll actually go with the small cannons to deal more morale damage. Alright, once that diplomat is back, I'm going to gun down Lana. Only Ning will join in, but I got Dai Viet on my side, and wow! That's some awesome timing for getting those 10 favors. I guess the world just wants me to win. Is there any point in making Ning co-belligerent here? They're only allied with La Na, so I really don't see a reason not to. I can feed Dai Viet some of the land and make Diviate like me even more. Or I could just... yeah, there's lots of reasons to, and not many reasons not to. So yeah, I'll just make him co-belligerent. And this must be the reconquest of... why not Nong Khai? Hopefully Diviate does not desire that land, but yeah, Nong Khai should be good. I see no problem here. Well, seeing I'm sure can be believing. Oh yeah, there were Pegu, but Pegu has just been destroyed if my memory serves me well. Ning of Honor, no surprise there. Don't like the way they're immediately marching towards me, so I do have some things to worry about. Hopefully you will come and somewhat attach yourself to me. Those Lanai units are very much ready to come and destroy me. So it's not like we have nothing to fear here. We have quite a bit to fear here. Oh yeah, and they have all their forts and such. Probably should have positioned my units better for this declaration. Maybe like sniping Lana better. Oh, and we're still stuck in this this fort zone of control, aren't we? These units are actually in grave danger, which is kind of funny. Maybe we should run away a bit. Well, wouldn't be one of my wars if I wasn't hopelessly unprepared for it. Wonder if he'll stack wipe me on Ayuthya's capital. Hey, you know, Pasai, I've always loved you. Why don't you have... they don't want military access through me. It's quite funny. Not that they really need it, but hey. Well, what can I do? Can somewhat take care of these and try to make a move on their capital. Good to see that Diviate hasn't lost his enormous brass bollocks. Hell, these guys are going to die, but that's not really too much of a problem. It is actually a wee bit of a problem. They're real units. I lose manpower for that. Oh, I think he attached to me there. Okay, welcome Diviate and friends. Let's go and kick some ass. Slap. And what kind of... okay, he's a-running. But he's probably running back to his capital to come and hose me down a bit here. Which is less than ideal. Can I get there? I cannot. I would need to make my way to somewhere like that fort. Which would be a grand idea of mine. I mean, Ning can try what they want. I'm only a little concerned that they are taking care of my missionaries there. Some Liang Condottieri would be pretty bad, but like I said, I think they'll be more concerned about... Ooh, actually I would quite like this if you were to be here. Can't really understand Diviate's way of thinking. Diviate does what Diviate will do. But I'll take what I can. Oh, this is why I love Diviate. They see an enemy and think, I am simple man, I attack. I crush. And they do. They do very well. Right, I'm going to look for... it may be mountains, but I should be able to destroy those guys once they get locked in. Should, he says. Is Diviate running away? We're actually going to the Kangtung Watsits. And that's not so nice. You wanna help me a touch there, Diviate, or are you just gonna keep running away? Haha, okay, I knew it. They'd come back and save me. Never had any doubt in my mind about them, so we'll just roll some excellent shock rolls and fire rolls to show that we mean business. At least until our good ally Diviate comes back to save us. A bit of a shame that I can't go and help out with mincing them. But this is okay. Well, it depends where he runs to. That's not a great place for me for him to go. Because I need these forts down. Oh, right, yes. Should pay a bit more attention to that sort of thing. Then again, this is a good bit of attention to pay. We have a 1-4 general, which is alright-ish. Oh, okay. Well, I sure love stack wiping my own units here. Check Liang's manpower. It's probably not so good if they've been sitting around drinking attrition over in... They have no way home, do they? Ayutthaya, Brunei, Lanna, Pegu, Pasai. They have no way home, do they? That's precious. Who are these guys again? Liang. That's precious. Well, don't think I need to fear the Liang anytime soon, which is heartwarming. I really want to have a down, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, and something else. I'll go and take care of you somewhat. 4 to get me the 2 bonus on sieging Ava.